In our text from Genesis 3, some people have called this story the fall, or the story of original sin. But what if it were really the story of choosing between listening for God or listening to other voices? The snake was the most intelligent of all the wild animals that God had made. And so the snake said to the woman, "Did God really say that you shouldn't eat from any tree in the garden?"
Well, so the woman said to the snake, "Well, we may eat the fruit of the garden's trees, but not the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden. God told us, don't eat from it, don't touch it, or you will die."
So the snake said to the woman, "You won't die. God knows that on the day you eat from it, you will see clearly, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil."
Well, the woman saw that the tree was beautiful, delicious. Fruit was on it, and she knew that the tree would provide wisdom, so she took some of its fruit and ate it, and also gave some to her partner who was with her, and he ate it. Then they both saw clearly and knew that they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made garments for themselves. Now wait a minute. Who is this man? And who is this woman? We've often called them Adam and Eve, but we don't actually know that yet. The man first refers to the woman as Eve, which means mother of all living, later in Genesis 3. The Hebrew word Adam, translated man, is first used as the man's name, Adam, in Genesis 4.
Going back to our text, during that day's cool evening breeze, they heard the sound of God walking in the garden, and the man and his wife hid themselves from God in the middle of the garden's trees. The Hebrew word for breeze here is the same word that's used for wind, breath, or spirit. Maybe you can feel it. A cool, comfortable, gentle wind. A welcome reprieve from the hot, arid climate where the woman, the man, and the snake dwelled.
So the Lord God called to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" The man replied, "I heard your sound in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself." What about you? Have you ever wondered what God sounds like? The Hebrew word translated as sound also means noise, voice, thunder. Sometimes it's even translated message or proclamation. But what if? What if God also sounds like dry leaves being crushed underfoot? What if God sounds like the gentle thud of footsteps on firm earth? What if God sounds like the swish of loose clothing as it brushes across skin?
And so God said, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat from the tree which I commanded you not to eat?" And then the man said, "The woman gave it to me. She gave me some fruit from the tree, and I just ate it." Isn't it easier just to blame someone else and let them take the fall? We do it today. The man knows he is naked because he ate the fruit from the tree, but he places the blame on God for giving him the woman.
So the story goes on that God said to the woman, "What have you done?" And the woman replies, "Well, the snake tricked me and I ate." It turns out the man isn't the only one casting blame.
And then so God said to the snake, "Because you did this, you are the one cursed. Out of all the farm animals, out of all the wild animals, on your belly you will crawl, the dust you will eat every day of your life. I will put contempt between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. They will strike your head, but you will strike at their heels." Did you hear it? God curses the serpent, the only animal to be so judged, to crawl upon its belly and to eat dust. Now listen even more closely to the rest of the story.
To the woman, God said, I will make your pregnancy very painful. In pain, you will bear children. You will desire your husband, but he will rule over you. To the man, God said, because you listened to your wife's voice and you ate from the tree that I commanded, don't eat from it. Cursed is the fertile land because of you. In pain, you will eat from it every day of your life. Weeds and thistles will grow for you, even as you eat the field's plants. By the sweat of your face, you will eat bread until you return to the fertile land, since from it you were taken. You are dust. To the dust you will return. Did you hear it that time? You didn't. Because God didn't curse the man or the woman, only the snake and the ground. Yes, the woman's decision to listen to the serpent, followed by the man's decision to do the same, has dire consequences for the couple. But what you didn't hear,
there is no talk of sin, and there is no talk of the fall in our story. There is only this question asked by God alone: who told you that you are naked? This is a story of taking heed and choosing the voice to which you'll listen. This Lenten season, we invite you to consider what voices you are giving authority, what voices you are giving power, what voices you're giving control in your life that are not God. Said another way, who has the megaphone in your soul who isn't God? It's a natural tendency to want to cast blame on this journey. And you wouldn't be the first. But what if, instead of casting blame, we remembered the dust from which we came?